The king of catfish has been caught, Nanjing is shook, and all because of this 38-year-old man named Jiao, okay? So he goes online by the name of Sister Hong and he poses daily videos sometimes, on social media platforms, posing as a divorced woman seeking love. And believe it or not, even though he uses heavy filters, heavy makeup and a wig, and even I heard silicone implants for his chest area and so forth, he has received many DMs, inquiring to get to know Sister Hong better and so forth. And Sister Hong invites this man, his victims, believe it or not, the number of victims, over 1,600 victims. Some sources say 1,609 victims, some sources say 1,691 victims. Some sources say these numbers are exaggerated and have been debunked. I'm just sharing all broader context with Squad. You decide which is which. Now, Sister Hong invites these victims to Sister Hong's place in exchange for just a ban shou li, which means a souvenir gift when you visit someone. And the souvenir gift the victims bring range from watermelon, half bottle use of cooking oil, any daily necessities Sister Hong will accept. When the victims come visit Sister Hong, they engage in explicit activity which Sister Hong's secretly tapes with hidden cameras. This Sister Hong then distributes this explicit activity, these videos, for commercial gain. Can you believe it? Over 1,600 victims got engaged in explicit activity with Sister Hong and nobody realized Sister Hong is a man? How could this actually happen? Nanjing is shook. Now, videos of these encounters are being leaked online and people are noticing, some netizens have commented that the victims included a kindergarten English teacher, even university student classmates, colleagues, even fiancés. And people are wondering, how was Sister Hong finally caught? Apparently, there are two versions. One, the videos were finally leaked, a police report was lodged, Sister Hong got raided. The second version was one of the victims finally noticed a hidden camera and lodged a police report. Did it really take over 1,600 victims to finally notice the hidden camera? And we have to go, and some of the victims, the profile of Sister Hong's victims is really broad, okay? It goes from sunshine type, K-pop idol types, university students, all the way to older uncles, even fit gym instructors with six-pack abs. This case need to be studied just for the psychological impact and how Sister Hong seems to have profiled his victims. Okay, so these victims seem to not really question Sister Hong. They were engaging in explicit activity. How does it reach such a high amount of victims that nobody actually caught and realized that Sister Hong is just a man cross-dressing or catfishing as a woman into victims doing explicit activities which is being secretly filmed? And people are saying that, China men are lonely and it is really hard to find someone that is willing to date you or, even lets you visit their home only for a small visitation souvenir gifts. Remember those watermelons and half a bottle cooking oil or even maybe a cabbage or any daily necessities that you can just bring just for a visit to Sister Hong's place? Well, they say it was too enticing. It was such easy access that the man who even went there and felt that, something is wrong, they just went ahead with it. It's like, since I'm here, I might as well just go through the motion. I know it's really shocking, but it seems that this is the truth. Men in China are very lonely and it is really hard to really date someone. So, as you can see, he has a really broad profile of victims by Sister Hong, from really university students to really older uncles. And they don't even really question, the sheer amount of victims and nobody questioned, and people even revisit Sister Hong. Sometimes even with doubts, they still revisit Sister Hong. It's just perplexing on its own. Anyway, police investigations are on the way. When we have more details, we'll update the case for you. Okay, here's a quick update on a then 19-year-old man who performed a lewd ad on a cat. So now on July 11, 2025, the 20-year-old man now has been sentenced to 18 months probation in Singapore for the lewd ad on a cat and also for bullying a classmate, so two separate charges, okay? Additional penalties include 70 hours of community service, a 10 PM to 6 AM curfew in public spaces, and a 5,000 Singapore dollars bond by his mother to ensure good behaviour. Just a quick recap. On April 8, 2023, at 1:52 a.m, the then 19-year-old actually was videoed, pulling down his pants and then for 10 seconds doing something on a cat, and then the cat managed to squirm away and ran away. After the cat fled, he actually managed to pick it up and rub it against his shorts for about 3 seconds again and tried to recapture it as it escaped again. Yeah, okay, anyway, that's enough recollection. And then for the bullying the cosmate part, in 2022, the man also bullied a cosmate of the same age with mild intellectual disability and autism spectrum disorder, whom he disliked. The acts include verbal abuse, stripping, hitting, demanding money, and threatened to prevent reporting. And that is your quick update on this case. Beware of high-rise poop the next time you're visiting Yishun. Okay, this is your last story of the day. Follow us for more. Okay, first of all, trigger warning. If you're eating right now, maybe you just want to like and favorite this video first and come back to it later after you're done eating, because this is the picture of the poop lying on the floor. It looks pretty revolting, right? Even though poop being censored, it still looks like poop. So since October 2024, feces-filled tissues, diapers, and even a used sanitary pad have been repeatedly found on a footpath behind Block 245 Yishun Avenue 9, allegedly thrown from a HDB unit above. And this issue has been constantly documented and reported by a 22-year-old resident, also known as Jacob the Westie, his IG handle, that even persisted despite complaints to Town Council. NEA finally took action on an alleged culprit in July 2025 after finally deploying surveillance cameras. The litter, high-flying litter, includes kitchen towels and diapers soiled with feces, used menstrual pad found recently, and these incidents supposedly occur up to 4 times a week. I do not understand. Was the alleged culprit having a full dustbin, or I do not know. And some of the details of the documentation are a bit revolting, include smeared feces, and sometimes in a towel, or in June 22nd, 2025, there were actually 9 piles of feces in the towels. So, I mean, kudos if you actually went to document and count the number of piles, okay? And people who are taking videos documenting, lodging the complaints, next time, bring an umbrella with you, because every time you go there to document this evidence, right, you're actually running the risk of getting hit by this high-flying poop yourself too, okay? So take care. And some of these videos, pictures even show the poop being flattened, which means that someone actually has really walked over them. And some of the pictures even show cockroach next to the poop, because you know what? Isn't that the perfect breeding environment for cockroaches? And apparently, numerous reports have been lodged since October 2024. And finally, the reports have been escalated on March 3rd, 2025 to NEA. And surveillance cameras were finally deployed at January 2025. And a notice has been served to a flat owners, with investigations ongoing as of July 14, 2025. So thank you for all you out there for your selfless act documenting all these flying poops, and the evidence left on the ground, even though you yourself run the risk of getting hit by said flying poop. Kudos to all of you out there.